Can you hear me now? Okay. Apparently, I think you can hear me now. I went through the whole introduction, almost 5 minutes online, and you didn't hear me. So let's try this again. Hi, greetings. This is Jesse from Nintendo Dads, playing with a new model. I don't know how well it'll work yet. Looks like I have some weird eyes, but that will be a work in progress. Uh, Restream is telling me I had people in chat, and no one was telling me they couldn't hear anything. So anyway, let's go back to browser. This is okay. This will be my Let's Play of Atari 50, the anniversary celebration. Uh, from the eShop description. Join the celebration. Atari 50, the anniversary celebration, takes you on an interactive journey through 50 years of video games. At the heart of Atari 50 are the interactive timelines, which combine historical trivia, digital artifacts, over 60 minutes of new interviews, documentary footage, and playable games into one cohesive experience. When you encounter a game in timelines, you can immediately play it without losing your place. A massive selections of over 100 games span 7 different platforms: arcade, 2600, 5200, 7800, Atari 8-bit computers, and for the first time ever on modern consoles, Atari Lynx and Jaguar. Play the classics like Tempest, 2000, Asteroids, and Yars' Revenge, or dive into some deeper cuts. Behind every game are the stories of Atari, what was happening at the company, and what went into the creation of the games and the hardware in which they ran, all told by the people who were there. Okay, and then I heard a lot of positive feedback on Twitter about this game. A lot of people are liking it. I'm still not sure yet. I'm wanting to like it, obviously, but the last Atari collection I didn't like that much. So let's see what we have here. Have you played Atari today? Welcome to Atari 50. Begin your interactive journey through Atari history below, or jump straight into the game library at any time by pressing Y. Arcade Origins explored 0%. Birth of the console. Highs and lows. Dawn of the PCs. 90s and beyond. Okay, let's look at the options. Okay. Let's see what arcade origins are. In the beginning, in a world where pinball was king, two engineers dreamt that coin-operated games played on computers could become the next big thing. A company called Syzygy was where it all started. The first arcade game, Computer Space, was designed by Atari co-founders Ted Dabney and Nolan Bushnell and manufactured by Nutting Associates. It was based on the 1962 computer game Space War. This is 1971. In the year 2000, former Atari employee Jerry Jessup saw a newspaper ad for a computer space machine in a Quonset hut on a sunflower seed farm in California. He found the first computer space machine ever manufactured. Dabney and Bushnell named their company Syzygy Engineering after a term for the direct alignment of the sun, the moon, and the earth during an eclipse. Alan Alcorn, who had worked with Dabney and Bushnell at their previous workplace, was the first engineering hire at Syzygy. It was his business card during his early days. That's okay. Let's zoom into the. Okay, and I can use D-pad and the joystick for this. On June 27, 1972, Dabney and Bushnell incorporated their company in the state of California, but the name Syzygy was already taken. Instead, they chose Atari, a term from the Japanese game of Go. The company briefly continued doing business under the name Syzygy, however. In a rare footage from 1973 documentary titled Games Computers Play, we hear from a young Nolan Bushnell inside the Syzygy offices.
Well, I'd say 30 years to pretty much the present. The arcades have been relegated to the back rooms and the side streets and generally been an unsavory type of place. What we want to do is bring the amusement game to age. If we can give it a new zip and a pizzazz, it's going to be financially successful as well as, I think, a very serious part in the leisure time activity of the American people.
The marriage of traditional pinball machines and computer technology has resulted in the birth of a new breed of amusement games. And Nolan Bushnell is the man handing out the cigars. Bushnell has developed two such games, Computer Space and Pong, and believes that they and others like them will move the pinball industry out of America's bus stations and bowling alleys and into the space age. In 1971, Bushnell invented Computer Space, but sold production rights to Nutting Associates of Mountain View, California, for royalties based on the number of games sold. It proved a good deal for both parties. Sales already exceed 1,500 machines. Computer Space, like Pong, sells for around $1,000 and is played on the screen of a standard television set, which has been programmed to display the desired game. In Computer Space, the player controls a rocket ship, which is trying to shoot down enemy flying saucers while avoiding their missiles. If the player scores more hits than the enemy saucers, he gets one free play. By the time Bushnell invented Pong in 1972, he was able to form his own company, Syzygy Corporation in Santa Clara, California, to produce the game. He has already sold over 1,000 machines and expects to sell 10,000 in the United States by the end of the year. Pong, as the name might indicate, is a game of video ping pong. The two players turn dials which control their electronic paddles and volley with an equally electronic ball.
Equally electronic. Nope, the ball's real.
Score 15 points wins. While Bushnell did design and program both his games, the technology he uses dates back to the late 1950s. Thanks to research by the Defense Department in the wake of Sputnik, Bushnell is now able to act out his dream of a nation inhabited by thousands of Pong and computer space games.
The government spent millions of dollars on this technology, and as a result, now it's cheap enough that we can put it into a game and sell it for 25 cents for a few minutes and make $1 out of it. It's something that the research and development really was done many years ago, and now it's cheap enough that with PC boards and integrated circuits, we can use that technology to our advantage.
The basic electronic unit of Bushnell's games is the integrated circuit. Each of these small chips is capable of storing large amounts of information. The program for a game is determined by specific combinations of these units to form a PC, or printed circuit board. The printed circuit board then tells the TV screen what to do. A single printed circuit board is all that is required to operate Pong, whereas 15 years ago it would have taken enough tubes and wiring to fill an average house. Bushnell first saw the commercial potential of video games in a game called Space War, which has been played at computer centers around the country for several years.
We used to play Space War a lot at the AI project at Stanford, which is a big computer complex. And one day it just hit, this is a lot of fun. You ought to be able to package it and sell it for a price. And, one thing leads to another, and pretty soon, from doodling on a scratch pad, you're actually working out some basic block diagrams, and from there you think, boy, it's going to work.
Notable and quotable, the genius of Atari was to create a fully formed commercial game that was designed for the masses and accessible to the masses. More than just a game company, it kickstarted Silicon Valley. A lot of what we think in Sunnyvale is a result of Atari. I think the ethos of creating an openness, what wasn't common back in the 70s and 80s, and yet Atari pioneered that. All right, here let's see what this. So 4% explored. Let's. I'm not going to go through that on the stream. I'll go through more of that separately. Let's look at the game library. Okay, so we have some reimagined games. Haunted House, Neo Breakout, Quadratank. Not even familiar with that one. Sword Quest Airworld. Touch Me. Is that like a Simon clone? Vector Sector? Can I buy a Vowel Pat? Here's Revenge. Is that the one that Tim played? I don't know. All right, let's play some of these. Let's start with Haunted House. The 2600 game that established the survivor horror genre. I don't know if that's a stretch or not. Has been reanimated in 3D in honor of Atari's 50th anniversary. Two players can explore multiple environments together, armed with new gadgets to assist in finding shattered pieces of a funeral urn. Graves Academy, Creepy Cabin, Terror Tower, Madness Mansion. So did you see the addresses on the houses? Let's start at the settings. I don't remember which one. Game mode, Hunter, Ghost Rush. It doesn't tell me what they do. Okay, that's. I don't even remember how to play this game. Oh, hi. My name is Ernie. Oh, no. Say, you seem to be pretty limber for a floating pair of eyeballs. Must be nice. Press L to try moving around. Nice, you did it. Do you think you can also use R to look around? Doesn't it seem a little dark in here? Even for a haunted school, I mean. Press Y and light that torch. Oh, but it costs money. The bar on the upper left will tell you when your torch is about to expire. When it's a snuff, press Y to fire it back up again. There are helpful items scattered throughout this building, but remember, you can only see them if your torch is lit. Keep your torch lit and grab the Scepter Scroll of Protection on the right. This scroll makes creatures and ghosts ignore you. You can only carry one item at once. Pressing B will drop the item you're carrying. You're on fire, not literally, but your progress so far is inspiring. Head upstairs. Hold ZR while pressing L to run. Try running to the next tip ahead. It might be ajar, but the store is not ajar. In fact, the store is locked. Use those giant peepers and look around for the skeleton key. It's the key, grab it, then unlock the door. Remember, you can only hold one item at a time. It's me, or, whoa, there's a piece of me somewhere around here, but your torch is out. One more lesson lies ahead. Let this elevator lift your spirits to the next floor. Let's see what else is here. Test this way. This is the dead end. You know what they say, success isn't just handed to you, you have to earn it. I am so sorry. You better be. That pesky ghost, still a sole survivor, I see. The first rule of ghosts, don't run. Creep carefully or ghosty here will steal one of your lives. My other two pieces are close. Remember, you can't see them unless your torch is lit. Put me back together and find the exit. If you lose all 3 lives, game's over, and trust me, death is a lousy way to go. My second piece. I can start putting my life back together. Not that I'm alive. Grab it. Oh, I almost forgot. Press ZL to toggle between behind the eyeballs and overhead camera views. Oh, I think I like this view better. Snack Network, greetings. Get too close to the ghost and he'll snuff you out. Well, your torch, anyway. Keep your distance. You can creep around that creepy ghost using walls and obstacles as cover. Time it right and leave him for dead. I don't even know what you're talking about. So... The last of me. Pick up the third piece near here and I'll be whole again. Then head for the exit. Okay. I guess that's... Is it locked? Yeah, I have to beat this before I can... Before I can do the others. Time for the real thing. 3 urn pieces are scattered around the creepy cabin. Assemble on them all, then find the exit. Hint, the exit is right behind you. That actually was like the Pac-Man sound, and that's disturbing. Ow. You know, the fact that you can only hold one item at a time, that's probably a reason why I never really liked this game. Because if I have to pick up a key to go through doors, I've got to put down my urn. I don't even know what. Okay. Yar's Revenge Art. Adventure Art. Yeah, I'm lost. I don't know where I'm at. Where yeah. Let's find a different game. Let's see what this one is. Neo Breakout. See if this is similar to the other Breakout game I played before. No, it's different. So I'm kind of expecting this to like do cool things the further I go, because this isn't very Neo. Whoops. There we go. Now things are happening. Time barrier breached. Okay. Whoops. I didn't think it was an auto launch. Ah. Well, I'm instantly playing like crap. Wow. I guess I get bonus for doing colors in sequence. I don't know what that thing is on the left. Whoops. Okay, that's what that thing is on the left. It's... I like that it leans left and right as I'm approaching the edges of the board. That's little distracting. Oh! There we go. Lee Alexander D. Navarro. Greetings. Thanks for watching. Easy to get changed when there's only two colors, I guess. Is that how that works? Ah! Wow. Last life. Okay. Okay, interesting characters you can put in. Alright, let's see what the Ciara's Revenge is. See, I don't remember if this is the same game Tim already played or not. Okay, that's cool. The exact same. Is this enemy? Okay, that was an enemy. Yeah, the sound effects are exactly the same, but the graphics are updated. To check with Tim to see if this is the same game or not. Oh! It comes out fast. I'm safe in here, right? Is that how that worked? I just can't fire. Ah! That was a fast shot. Okay, I am not safe in there. We're not against the big gun. I barely didn't even see that thing. See if I can pass the second board this time. Got him. The controller vibrates a lot when that thing goes off. Oh, I thought I ate a dot. There we go. Whoa! He moves faster now. I pissed him off. Alright, I didn't want to start over. Okay, let's go on to the next game. So now we have arcade platforms, unreleased prototype. Akaara. Players defend a central turret from enemies on all sides in a fast-paced game that shares some gameplay elements with Missile Command. After testing at prototype stage, Atari chose to not manufacture the game, making this arcade prototype quite rare. Original full wide. Oh no! Filter TV. No filters. Borders on and off. Controls. Intercoin. L. Okay. Press fire to advance. Press power button to start. Um, I don't. Am I doing things right now? I don't know. Oh, game crashed. Relaunching. I'll look to see what other arcade games they have. Okay, that's kind of cool. I didn't see that the last time I booted it up. Asteroids Deluxe, Black Widow, Breakout, Centipede, Cloak and Dagger, Crystal Castles. I like that game. Food Fight. Never played Food Fight. I got really good at Missile Command back about 25 years ago. The place I worked, there was one of these units in our back room. I beat the person who owned it high score, and he was upset. Now we're in 2600. Whoa, why is that? Why is that hidden? A dead-end high secret room in Graves Academy to find its treasure. Pass the test. It's elementary. Is this? The walls again come crashing down. Hmm. I wonder what I need to do to unlock those. Dodge them. Yeah, because so the way the arcade missile command works, there's three different buttons to shoot from because there's three different places to launch missiles from, and each one has each silo has its own ammo in each round. But because the 2600 only has one button, there's only one place to launch missiles from. So it changes the game a little bit. I never really liked the 2600 version. Is there anything in here that I'm interested in playing? Sword quest games. I liked Warlords, but that's more fun with multiple people. And it's a paddle game. Bounty Bob Strikes Back. Yeah, now we're into 5200 games, which that system didn't do it. Oh, that's it. There's only like 4 games. Ninja Golf. I've heard some good, interesting things about that one. Scrapyard Dog. Okay, now we're in. Oh, okay. Links. The 8-bit computer systems, and Jaguar. Arthur McFur in the Crescent Galaxy. What? One of 2 games available when the Jaguar launched. One of 2, and then they wonder why it didn't succeed. Arthur McFur's side-scrolling space shooter gameplay was also let players choose their starting planet, which was uncommon at the time. Oh, that looks horrible. Wow. Oh, wow. Looks awful. Reminds me of Wing Commander. General Patent. Oh. Oh. Wow, I haven't hit anything yet. Yeah, this game's horrible. At least I don't. I got here. I thought that might have been like an item pickup. Okay, yeah. Yuck. How's the library? Is it good and worth it? The library itself, I'm not too thrilled about. I just finished scrolling through the entire library. Not a lot here I care about, but what seems to be the best part of the game is like this part. It's like basically a documentary of Atari. That's probably like the reason why you'd want to get this game. Because, frankly, the games have been emulated for years. Let me see if there's anything in here that I want to play. I'll try and look through one more time. Um, let's do Crystal Castles. And then do you see that FXL in the top? That's actually comes from the initials of the number one player. Right. The the insert coins and the start buttons should be universal between the games, and here it's not. So plus is insert coin, and B is the start button. Oh, he runs so fast. This is also meant to be a trackball game. Trying to draw him away from me so I can get these last bits. Or draw him toward me, I mean, away from the bits. Whoop! I just got stepped on. This game is a lot easier with the trackball. Well, that... I thought I would kill things if I had the hat on. Guess not. Oh, bees! And I don't have a lot of room. 165th place. Oh, the hat only kills the witch. All right. So here's where I'm going to stop playing. I do plan on going through the documentary parts uh, to go through that content. Whoops, wrong button. Because it looks like there's a lot there, and it does have media like video. I played that one video earlier. Yeah, the games I I've never really been a fan of Atari games, so I'm not surprised there. Again, and that was the problem with the last collection is the games were pretty much all there were. There was very little extra content with it. You had manuals and a few other smaller things, but this one has this whole documentary, and that's basically the reason why you'd want to buy this game. So you can't see me waving because I have this avatar up, but thanks for watching. Well, I'll talk about this game a little bit more on Thursday's show. Good night.